Okay, boys and girls. Today we are talking about dividing decimals, but we're going to represent them with some visual models. All right, so this is 17.2 in your book. We're going to start in your module 10 through 20 book. We're going to start on page 426. 426. So make sure you turn there and follow along with me. Okay? So again, we're going to be able to use a model to help divide that decimal by a whole number. Okay? So this says Yolanda buys trail mix from the bulk bin and divides the trail mix evenly among herself and 3 friends. This kind of confuses students sometimes. So we see that number 3 and we think that's our answer, but remember she's dividing among herself and 3 friends. So that's 4 people. Now here in our picture we see her trail mix. She has 5 6/10 pounds. So I like to write out what I'm doing. 5 6/10, and I'm dividing among 4 people. 5 6/10 pounds of trail mix with 4 friends. Herself and 3 friends, so that's 4. Okay, so it says use base 10 blocks to show how much each person gets. And it's saying flats are 1, a long is a 10th, small is 100. All right, so one thing I think I want to do is I want to put my box in 4 sections just so I can keep my friends separated. So this is me and friend, friend, friend. Okay? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at that whole number 5. And I'm going to say, okay, well, if there's 4 of us, then I can get a whole pound. My friend can, this friend can, and this friend can. All right? So I had 5 6/10. I gave 4. I've got 1 6/10 left that I could represent here. Okay? Now, if this one thing, I can't easily split that into 4 parts. But let's think about what one whole means. How many tenths are in a whole? I have 10 in one whole. 10 tenths is a whole. So if I have 1 6/10, I hope that you guys know that's also 16 tenths, because my 6 tenths and my 1 whole would be 10 tenths. Now if I have 16 tenths, I think of 16 and 4. Oh, I know 16 divided by 4 is 4. So now I know that I can get 4 tenths, and my friend can, and my other friend can, and this other friend can. Ooh, these are getting bad. Oh my. Okay, so we got 1 whole and 4 tenths each. Now I definitely want to check that to make sure. So if I have 1 4 tenths and all of us got it, yep, that does equal back there. Okay? How did we use our base 10 blocks? Well, we used our big ones for a whole, and our little 10 rods we used for a 10. Okay? And we divided 5 6/10 into 4 equal groups. We gave 1 whole and 4 tenths to each group, or each friend. Each group, what is represented by each group? 1 4 tenths. And we know that because we showed our work right here and we checked it by multiplying too. So everybody gets 1 4 tenths pounds of trail mix. Okay? Now, tonight you have this sheet for homework, dividing decimals with models. And it says Tuesday, October 20th on it. So this first example is done for you. It says 8 tenths divided by 4 is 2 tenths. So you can see here we filled in 8 tenths and then we put them into 4 equal groups. I took that 8 and divided it by 4, and everybody got 2/10. Now, boys and girls, you're going to notice most likely, oh, I can look here. I know 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 in some way is going to be your answer. Whole number, tenths, hundredths, you know, but knowing that basic fact is going to help you. So I want you to represent that and show it here on your paper. So you've got number 1. You'll notice number 2 has 2 spaces because this is showing 1 and 5/10 divided by 3. So it's not just one number. Same thing down here for number 3. And then on the back of your paper, you've got a couple more. 2 and 8/10 divided by 4. And so you've got these here. So do your best showing these models. When we are doing our Google Meets, we will talk about these and we'll review it the next day. So do your best dividing your decimals with models.